Howdy folks, it's the Creepy Kentuckian here with you again from DEADPIT.com. Today we are taking a look at yet another release from our good friends over at Visual Vengeance, the Wild Eye releasing subsidiary. They bring us these cult releases. A lot of the time they're shot on video or 16mm movies, lower budget films. And they bring them out on Blu-ray. And some movies come out for the very first time, and this is one of those movies. This is what many call the lost Linnea Quigley movie from the 80s, Heartland of Darkness. And this is a film that was made in Columbus, Ohio in the late 80s, 1989. In particular, and a lot of the movie was made in 89. I know some of the movie was finished in like 92, and there were various cuts of this movie that was floating around online. The most famous one was a 36-minute cut, and this is the very first time the full 101-minute movie had been released ever. It's a 16mm, very low budget. I believe the movie's also known as Blood Church. There's a couple of different names for this movie as well. Fallen Angels, I think, was one of the work print cuts. This is known by many names, but officially it's finally released as Heartland of Darkness from Visual Vengeance, Wild Eye releasing, and they go all out with these releases, guys. Special features, lots of bonus material, lots of goodies, lots of little Cracker Jack toys thrown inside. We're going to take a look at those and talk about the movie too. Is this one of those lost movies that is finally found, or should it have stayed lost? We will take a look and let you guys know. Heartland of Darkness takes place in the town of Copperton, Ohio, very small town. Journalist Paul Henson arrives to the town to start up its very first newspaper. He arrives with his lovely daughter Christine, who it seems like is introduced to about 7 different groups of people within the first 20 minutes of the movie. And she also looks like she's maybe 3 years younger than Paul. But hey, this is a low budget movie. We can get past that. Not long after Paul gets into town, starts trying to get together the paper and the offices and everything and the staff, there is a ritualistic killing that takes place in the small town. Looks like some witchcraft or Satanism or something like that's going on. And not very long after that, Paul meets up with the Reverend of the small town, Reverend Donovan, who gives him really, really bad vibes. His daughter Christine meets up with local teacher played by Linnea Quigley. Yes, she plays a fucking teacher in this. And what's even funnier is they don't try to dress her up like the typical teacher type. She is Linnea Quigley. She's wearing the black, the scantily clad goodness, and it's Linnea from 1989, man. Does it get any better than that, really? I mean, just the fact that within the first minute you see Linnea Quigley, you also see her boobs. If that's not a selling point, I don't know what is. The movie goes along, more murders take place, chaos ensues. As the movie goes along, we find out that more and more inhabitants of the town are possibly Satanists. They're involved in this crazed cult. There's more murders that happen. Paul is trying to get to the bottom of this, along with the help of one of his employees, and there you go. The film itself, hey, is really not bad. It's actually, for an independent movie, very low budget movie. 16mm though, it was not shot on video or anything. It's very well done. The director Eric Swellstad actually does a great job with this. It's kind of surprising that this movie had never seen a prior release at all. Just for the fact that Linnea Quigley is one of the bigger stars in this. Now, she's not one of the central characters, but she's in the movie a decent enough amount where you can say, hey, she's the star of the movie. Just that fact alone, you would think that even in the early to mid 90s, this thing could have come out on video and could have done actually pretty decent. It's not the best movie I've ever seen. There's definitely issues with it. The pacing in it is not very good. But hey, I give that a pass, man, because these movies are independently made. A lot of the times these guys are just doing this. They're weekend warriors, going and making these movies. They probably saved up, from their regular job a couple of months so they could pay Linnea Quigley to come out for a day or two to film. So I give this movie a pass. It's actually not that bad. It's one that I would recommend checking out. A lot of these movies in this Visual Vengeance line are from directors that are entirely overachievers. And this is definitely one of them. If you're a fan of the Satanic Panic type movies, this actually has kind of a Troll 2 vibe as well, with the town and the look of the town and the crazy reverend and everything. But Heartland of Darkness, man, I actually had fun with this. If this sounds like something for you, I'll say go and check it out. Now, this release from Visual Vengeance and Wild Eye is jam-packed full of shit, as with all the previous releases from Visual Vengeance. We have a slipcover here with some pretty cool artwork there. I like that a lot. Take that off. You have different artwork there, Heartland of Darkness artwork. And, hey, if that doesn't do it for you, if you prefer the old school name, which I actually prefer the old school name, and I prefer this artwork, man. This is some really cool shit. Blood Church is the alternate title, and look at that artwork, dude. Had they released that on VHS in 1990, 1991, that thing, we would have rented that. I would have as a kid. I would have checked it. I would have checked out Blood Church with Linnea Quigley for sure. But that's not all. This is loaded with special features, remastered from the SD master tapes. You have a brand new 40-minute behind-the-scene documentary, commentary with director Eric Swellstad, star Nick Bouncer, cinematographer Scott Spears, composer Jay Warfel, a new interview with Linnea Quigley. Loaded with special features, guys. Check it out in the description. A lot of toys and Cracker Jack items included in this too. We're going to go through those as well. This is a 1-disc edition. There's a look at the disc if you want to check that out. One of the special items that's enclosed in this is the official Heartland of Darkness prayer cloth. Now, this is a first. I have never, in my 17 years or so of reviewing movies, gotten a promotional prayer cloth before. So they included that. They include a whole boatload of stickers. I think they like stickers more than Severin Films. You've got one Heartland of Darkness sticker. There's a Linnea Heartland of Darkness sticker. If you need another Heartland of Darkness sticker, there's that. I think that's one of the front covers. And as usual, a VHS sticker sheet. I'm kind of collecting these. I'm sticking them on everything. I got a beta sticker, a cult sticker, a high 8 sticker. They've also included kind of like a pull-out pamphlet that tells about the making of this movie. Heartland of Darkness, with some cool photos and behind-the-scenes photos from the cast and everything. And, hey, if you want a different sort of artwork there you go. And last up, this is one of the better posters that I think they've ever done, right? 1989 Linnea Quigley poster for Heartland of Darkness. So if you ever meet Linnea at a convention, this would be a pretty good damn item for her to sign. Heartland of Darkness is probably one of the best releases from Visual Vengeance. It's one that I think is a must-own if you're a fan of these sort of movies, Linnea Quigley, Lost films, Lost media. This is one that you will definitely want to check out. It is out now from our good friends over at Visual Vengeance. Check it out and check us out. We're over at DEADPIT.com. Give us the thumbs up.
Up your butt.
Like, subscribe. And if you subscribe, here's something else you can do. Once you subscribe, you can click the bell notification, right? And it'll notify you anytime that Dead Pit puts up new shit.
Or don't. I really don't give a if you do or
I
don't.
want you to. I want you to.
I don't care.
Let's keep our community growing here on YouTube.
I don't like it. I don't want you to touch nothing.
Listen, they need to do that, pal.
No, don't you dare touch it.
Thumbs up. Subscribe. And click that bell.
Hey everyone, it's Oak Early Jaws. We got some great shirts for you. We got Faces of Death Part 2. We got Creepy Stories to Tell in Kentucky. The Colonel Would Approve. We also got DEADPIT.com. We got DEADPIT Radio with the little fucking DEADPIT dude on there. We got It Never Ends, a Halloween spoof parody of the new movie. We got It at Night. We got the Rat Pack, Uncle Rat himself. It just gets better and better, so go on and get you some shirts over at Team Public. It just gets better and better, boss.
Thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon. DeadPit on Patreon.com is the only place to check out a complete archive of the old Dead Pit radio shows all the way back from 2005 on, in addition to the midweek shows and fan commentaries, exclusive podcasts, and much more. Dead Pit on Patreon.com if you're interested. Tiers start at only $1.